Hi everyone, Macsen here. Welcome back to my Master of Orion Let's Play, playing with the Meklar Combine on very hard difficulty. So you can see the current path to victory stats here. I've recently started the war against the Bulrathi, and we're already having success. In fact, I'm ahead now in certain categories that I wasn't before. We are now leading in population en route towards getting 2/3 of the vote. We need to win diplomatic victory at the Galactic Council. In terms of score, I've actually gone ahead of the Bulrathi as well. In fact, we're actually got a half decent lead now, even in fact. Conquest victory. It seems as if the Bulrathi are ahead, but we've actually got a higher score there, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's a little bit buggy, perhaps. We were ahead on economic victory anyway, and we are still behind on the tech victory. They're about 9 techs ahead, but I've got a very important tech coming up, which will very much help us in the war. I can add the modifications onto the phaser weapons, which I use in the most part, and also the phaser rifle will make ground invasions a lot easier. I want to thank the people who've been leaving comments as well. There's been some really great comments as well, so thank you for that. Even the odd one which criticised my not taking a Terran deal, for example, but yeah, some good information in there still nonetheless. One thing which I didn't mention about in the comments that I basically forgot about that Terran deal. If we take a look at the Sacra.
What is it you seek here? Well,
It still actually seems that they will trade for their votes, so that's huge. If I could keep at peace with them, I can get another 49 votes if they happen to survive long enough. So I've already got 62 from the Dalek being an ally to them. That's guaranteed, I think. I've got 200 on myself. So if we can grab a certain amount of the Bulrathi's votes, that would take us over the line, definitely. I think the next Galactic Council vote, though, is in either 2 or 3 turns. I wrote down the last time it happened. It looks as if it happens every 30 turns. In 30 turns time, then I may well have taken most of the Bulrathi Empire. That's what I'm certainly hoping. So the next vote would probably be the one where I win the game, possibly. Unless I go for an economic victory. Conquest victory is not going to happen. I just, well, look how many planets are left. I'd have to wipe everyone out. I'd have to delay, which I'm, I don't delay. As soon as you get victory, basically. Right, I've done a build list for the turn, so I'll quickly show you that since the last video. That is the current state of things, and I've done the not so important but still relatively important movements. I've actually completed a colony ship this term, and if we take a look in the planets list, the ones that I've added on the flag tag, Sawa 4 seems to be pretty good. So there's that huge planet that's quite far away, which I could send it to, but I think I'll just send this up to here for the time being. It's actually got normal gravity as well, so I don't have to spend too much money on it. Right, and we've got our main fleet. Now, I've had a bit of a rethink about where I'm sending this to. We're not able to take Celts yet. I need to wait until troop transports come in. I do have 1 troop transport left, though, so I could take a undefended planet. So I could either come up that way or that way. I think I'm going to come over this way. Perhaps later I could get a battleship and some transports to come and take Orion Prime. The ones coming around here maybe as well could go up there. Assuming I don't get a ton of ships coming in from this direction. We haven't actually met the main fleet of the Bulrathi yet. I managed to sink one of their battleships in the last video though, so we made a decent start so far, and the stats certainly suggest that as well. Let's attack here then. Destroy the warp gate that they had there. And looks like there's 2 star bases. Oh, actually there's a battle station. Is that one as well? Yeah, sadly they've upgraded pretty much every star base to battle stations. That may well be why their score's so high, actually. Who knows, maybe most of their military strength is down to battle stations rather than fleets. But I'm sure they had a couple of thousand in fleets somewhere that we saw before. At least. Right, let's view the results of the bombing on my world, and I think I lost the population then. Wasn't paying much attention. What's that? That's another battleship. A couple of more ships. Right, let's zoom out to look for red triangles. Yeah, not an awful lot, is there? And nothing came in over there. Good. Right, let's do the automated movement for the turn, and for some reason I'm having to press it twice. Right, I've got to update my build list. Okay, so here is the build list for the turn. I think I added in a couple more transports. I've actually got 19 at the moment, so not really sure how many I actually need, but still making them. Could lose some potentially. Yeah, so maybe I'll get up to 30 and then stop making them on planets and get the stock exchanges up instead, which is what I could have done. Right, I've got a few bits of movement this turn left, then I better take out those combat ships. So I'm going to move the battleship to there. Okay. And that can attack here. So I'm going to do an auto-resolve. That should be more than enough. Okay, that means I can start moving transports in. They actually built a frigate this turn. I think I'm gonna leave one of my upgraded cruisers to deal with anything they make there. I mean, it should be able to deal with anything apart from a battleship, and I can blockade there as well, which would probably be a good idea actually until I could take it. So let's move that guy in there. That is the only one I've selected, obviously. Yeah. Okay. And oh shit. Well, they've already got a missile base back up already. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe I should keep this fleet here then this turn, not move it through. How long is it going to take to get my transports up here? Well, I've got 4, and I think I've got 1 there as well. 4 might be enough to take it from memory from last time I calculated things. But maybe I should use 5 to be safe. Well, I guess we'll see in a minute. What I decide to do. Fleet, Space Factory's still there. Yeah, I'm going to keep that there. The transports, let's move those down. So what's left? That fleet. Do I move out? Do I... The thing is, I'm not... Well, a battleship would probably take out the frigate and that thing, but I've already moved the cruiser. If I weaken my fleet too much and there happens to be a really big Bulrathi 2k or more 3k fleets, then I'm going to be... Yeah, I'm going to lose a ton of ships. So yeah, I'm going to play it safe and just group up there this turn and do the auto-resolve. If I lose anything here, I will be very annoyed. No, I didn't. Okay. And I had 1 civilian ship reach Sawa this turn, so yeah, that's helping out there. Right, let's end the turn. It's almost definite that the Terrans, or actually the Dalek now, will try to bribe me to declare war on Sakura, and yeah, as long as they're willing to vote for me, then I'm going to want to decline it, but that could be an issue if the Dalek asks me, definitely, and even the Terrans, to be honest, but yeah, if I can take half the Bulrathi's planets, then they're not going to care about the Terrans at that stage, because I'll probably be way too strong. Right, so I've done the automated movement for the turn. Let's update things here. This turn I added another battleship into the list. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. That's on Kochba 2. And I've got 1 coming in next turn as well. I'm not sure what that symbol is for. In fact, there's more than 1 of those, I think, on... Yeah, there's a couple there as well. I thought that's normally the blockade symbol, but it's definitely not being blockaded, those planets. So that's really strange, actually. It might be a small bug. I had a couple of spies I had to place this turn. So I've actually got them to... Well, I'm going to try and get them to revolt a couple of the Bulrathi systems. I think they might be too late though. It's going to take 30 turns before they can revolt, which will either be a turn before the Galactic Council kicks in or just a turn too late. I'm not entirely sure how it will work itself out, but it could be crucial if I were able to revolt some Bulrathi planets just before then. But we'll see. Something which may interest you as well, which may come as a surprise to you, there's a green triangle in a certain place on this map that, yeah, is pretty close to one of my systems. If I had been at war with Sakura, I may well have to have been trying to defend against that. So it looks like, well, they had come over to the system before I colonized it to kill some pirates, and it seems they're still over here. Why they're over here, who knows, but yeah, that's certainly would have been a problem, potentially, having only one cruiser there. That one. Actually, well, I probably wouldn't have been able to take those out, would it? It's too many, even if they are outdated. Right, I've got a few bits of movement left. I've got a battleship there. I think I'm going to place it there, but I may actually bring it back to there just to protect that in a second. Before I do that though, let's move those troop transports through. The only thing I can attack this turn is a destroyer they built there, I believe. That is a huge amount of transports. I think because I got so many coming in, I'm probably going to try taking it with 4, because I really want to know actually if 4 is enough. Let's do the combat here and auto-resolve that. Hopefully nothing more than shield damage then. Okay, I think that is it for the turn. That battleship I'm actually going to probably bring in there, and I've also got another battleship coming down here, which is not too far away. Right, let's end the turn. Got a nagging feeling I've forgotten something, but yeah, I'll find out soon. Wow. Okay, lots of stuff to do this turn. Right, so they are within the system. We're not at war, crucially, so they're not going to attack us unless they change that. Let's do the automated movement. Okay, that's done for the turn. They've built another frigate there, and I can actually get those troop transports in this turn, so that's exactly what I'll be doing after I've updated this massive build queue. Okay, so here is the updated build list for the turn. How many planets have I got now? I've got 26, so yeah, this is taking a while to get through. Right, so those are all the planets there. I believe the Bulrathi actually colonized that recently as well, which isn't great to be honest, but yeah, I'll have to take it, I guess. The spies this turn, I did the same as last time. I put them on infiltrate diplomacy, which is en route to revolt in. I can't remember which 2 it was. Whether or not that's going to be in time for the next Galactic Council, who knows. I was actually expecting the Galactic Council to trigger this turn, so maybe it's next turn, or if it's not next, then I have no idea when it is, and that's a big problem actually, because I need to plan around that. I've done all the movement for the turn. There's actually a battleship that I had brought it in, I've brought it there. I'm going to bring it into the Orion system. I think there's not one there, there's one there. I've actually brought this space factory down and completed the advanced military station. I've got another factory that I'm going to bring down here. Might make a jump getting the Taurus system. So I've got 3 separate fleets now, I think, left to move. I've got these troop transports, which, yeah, I'll bring over. It's only a frigate. There's no, there's no battle station being rebuilt. Did I blockade last turn? I'm not sure I did. I should have done. Right, so they're over there. There's a battleship and a ton of troop transports there as well. Let's move those over. Right, so I've just got this fleet this turn, so let's attack, auto-resolve that. Okay, brilliant. And I, of course, want to attack the colony. Before I do that, though, there's something I want to show you. So if we come into the blueprints and we look at the armor. Now, Arcali in the comments enlightened me about this. I didn't know about it, but the armor actually mentions that the adds bonus points to the combat strength of all ground marines. I assume the first titanium armor doesn't do that, but the other ones do. It doesn't give, well, it gives next to no information here whatsoever though. I doubt they stack, just like the rifles don't stack, but that's a guess on my part. And I have no idea what the percentage is. It could be 5%, so this could be 5, 10, 15, it could be 10%, like some of the others seem to be. But I probably need to be taking this into account actually when I'm trying to figure out my ground combat amount. If we look in the research
Upgrade compiling.
as well and try and find the armor, it's this symbol here. Now we know that the Bulrathi had researched that, so they've highly unlikely that they've actually got Zortium armor, unless I traded to them and forgot about it. Unless I load a save game, I'm not going to find out, and I can't be asked doing that at the moment. So I'm going to assume that I've actually got one level of armor better than them. Potentially, possibly I might do that. There's another armor. Where's the next one? If I can find the correct symbol, it's there. So I don't know if they've got that. They might have that. So in fact, they may have a better armor than me, an extra 5 to 10%. Right, let's attack this anyway. So they've actually recovered a bit of their planetary shield, and they've even got 70 marines now. They did have 16 before because I actually dropped a bomb too much and I killed the marine, luckily. Right, so let's start dropping these. Let's get down the shield and may even let attack a marine or two. Shit. Right. It looks like I actually killed 2 marines then. Hopefully I didn't take any structures out, because I would probably prefer them to remain intact. I don't think I took any population out, so I got a bit lucky then. Right, I think 4 transports is going to be enough. I need to actually figure out the calculation a second. So we have 50%, I think, not including the Zortium armor. So that is the shield, that is the rifle, that's 10%, power armor is 20%. Bulrathi have a 50% bonus automatically. We know they have the shield and we know they have the level 1 rifle. So they have 80%. So it's each 10% is going to be 1.5 for them. Okay, let's assume that the Bulrathi have the armor, and say that gives an extra 10%. The adamantium armor, 1 better than ours, our Zortium. It could actually be 1 worse than ours though. That would give them 90% bonus, which works out as 28.5. And ourselves, we have 6 marines for every transport. So that's 4 transports would be 24 troops. And I think we have a 50% bonus, so 50% of 24 is an extra 12, so that's 36. If I were to do 3 transports, that's 18. 50% bonus is another 9, so that's 27. 3 transports is almost enough, actually. I am tempted to do 3, but yeah, I'll do 4, because I think 4 is definitely enough. Right, so let's deploy. Right, 4 was enough. Meklar have crushed the Bulrathi resistance. Yeah, really. Maybe I should have done 3 actually, but it would have cost me turns if I failed it. And I would have had to have had the armor bonus over them, which I don't know if I have. I needed more of a percentage bonus from somewhere. Right, so that is captured. Brilliant. And I have... how many transports left? 1. Yeah, that's the right amount. I had used 4 or 5. Okay, so I've got to reorganize this planet. I'm gonna get rid of the security spy thing here, which maybe I shouldn't do, but what else do they have? They have some pretty nice stuff in here. The global DNA scanner. Right, where is it? Is it that one? scrap that. Okay, I'm gonna add the, if I can find it, Area Management Center. Right, let's move these guys, bears around. Just one heck of a planet, actually. 20 population, I think that's got to be near to the maximum you can have. I guess bigger planet could have more if it was Gaia. Right, so that is done for the turn, and yeah, yet another planet taken. So 2-2, I'm not sure if that updated or not. Let's end the turn. Are we going to get the council? There we got, yeah, we are going to get the council. So I think we're just a bit too short this time round. Not sure what percentage we've got. 40 to 50, I think.
We have chosen.
Brilliant. So the Dark have voted for us.
I choose none.
I didn't bribe the Sacra this time round, but I will be next time.
I will not take part in this travesty.
Terran aren't voting for anyone.
Who but me has the strength to shoulder this burden?
It's down to 183. And I'm going to vote for myself, of course.
The Combine selects this one.
Wish you would tell you what you needed exactly, but it's the 2/3 of that, so it's 430 odd, is it? So, yeah. If I take the rest of Bulrathi's votes, if I get the Sacra's votes, we're going to be well over the line, I think, yeah, actually. So, we are 30 turns away from victory, in my opinion, unless that stock exchange can do it quicker. Right, let's check out the situation here then. So there is a red triangle there, which is just that, and that's a small fleet. Yeah, we still haven't seen... Well, I've seen a bigger Bulrathic fleet before down here when we weren't at war, but don't know what's happened to them. Right, they've split their fleets up for some reason. Let's do the automated movement this turn. Okay, I think one of my colony ships reached the location where I was sending it to, so let's get colonizing. Okay, let's place that there. Let's... nothing to do here really. This is a specialized factory, wasn't it, that I made? Yeah, brilliant. So I don't have to make certain things because of that. Let's get in the biospheres. I think I moved a civilian there last turn, so let's unload that. Okay, and I've also got another one there. Let's get up to 3. And, right. Let's get the morale building in after that. Okay, I'm gonna update my build list. Okay, so next time we get a planetary stock exchange, which should unlock the Econ Victory. I'm gonna be interested to see how that exactly works. And, I believe you have to come into the Empire screen and do something and buy shares, but yeah, we'll see that next turn. Right, I've got a ton of ships to move. Now, I've got this battleship, first of all, I guess I should move. I'm going to bring it to this military outpost, and it should be definitely strong enough to take this out. I'm going to auto-resolve that. Actually, yeah. Quite a bit of shield damage there. Right, almost got to the hull. So I have no idea what defenses this has, but it actually has a battle station. Now, one battle ship isn't going to be enough there, is it? Two battleships? Might? Where am I going to get a second battleship from? That's the thing. I've got another battleship there, though. My main fleet... Yeah, how much of a detour do I want to make for this? It's only a small planet. It's got 7 population. So I think I might send a couple of battleships up here to try and take out the battle station and then get transports in. I think that's what I'll do, but I'm going to bring my main fleet down here where all the more large populations are that will take me over the line. So let's, and obviously going to need a bigger fleet to possibly take on stuff. I could be upgrading potentially, but I got a tech coming in a couple of turns, which is going to, yeah, I need to wait for really before upgrading. So let's move that to there. No idea how many battleships I got in this fleet. I've got how many now altogether? 6. So yeah, let's bring that battleship to there. Okay. If I turn up for a big fleet in this system, it's going to be a mistake possibly, but right, I've got a space factory and another battleship here. That space factory, let's make a jump gate, I think. Where though? Maybe I should make it, just get it over here actually and make that as quickly as possible. Jump gate there. So I do want to arguably leave a battleship there, or even bring it over to here. Do they have starbase? You know what? A battleship could wreck those systems. Let's take it down here. And I've got more troop transports coming in. Once I find out about what's over here, I might bring some over. That doesn't have any bombs on it though, which is a potential issue. If they got shields, but yeah, they've only got a starbase. I doubt they've got shielded planets, to be honest. Right, what's left? That space factory I'm also going to bring down in this direction. I've recently been completing these advanced military outposts in various places. More troop transports. And that's it for the turn. So protecting Ursa Prime.
As corporations reach and grow beyond the borders of their civilizations, a great, unregulated network of trade and commerce expands across the galaxy.